taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Makes the catch, it's Gibson. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's McCutcheon. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. The question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now,
he'll take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Zeno. Hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday. What an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Owens. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. To the ground with the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Texas.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Looking down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's McCutcheon. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To throw, it's Manning. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the second. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Running to the left. There he goes. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here, Tony DeRock, has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Might be changing the route. Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. that might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Looking to throw, it's Zeno. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it for this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Zeno. Makes the catch, it's Bussey.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. Looking for more room. At the 30. At the 20. They'll chase him out of bounds after that play, mark it at the 16-yard line.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Trying to run, it's Gibson. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Quarterback sneaks ahead.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They're come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
Trying to pound it in. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Touchdown, Texas! The offense cashing it in on that drive. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give out of the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Craver. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
White 94 slider choice. White 94 slider choice.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down.
Check, check. Black 14. Black 14. Set. Easton.
Dropping back, it's Zeno. Floating away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And the Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Tries to get it on the ground. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Tempo in overdrive.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Concepcion. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. To the air, it's Zeno. Quarterback adapting. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moss. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggie!
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the second half if they want to win this football game.
PAT unit on the field. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
And it's perfect. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll open the second half with a run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking to take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Dropping back, it's Manning. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Stands in and takes the hit. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Here we go. Do the show. Break. Combo lizard. Combo lizard. Blue.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
That gives him 54 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Back to throw, it's Zeno. Finds his tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Texas A&M going quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Defense in press coverage. Motion from the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give to the back. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you...
Oh, he's got some space. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on.
Number 17.
This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28.
Black 18.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Bussey. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
8 yards on the play. Second down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 29, Texas A&M 7.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Zeno. They'll run the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Zips it out to his man. Touchdown, Aggie! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
To the air, it's Manning. That's caught, it's Moore. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. It's reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
Handoff from the gun. He breaks a tackle. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down.
Leo, get set.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously,
Going over the top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A great catch and run for 6.
and I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Blue 22.
Back to throw, it's Zeno. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll ride the hot hand. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in, it's Gibson. Bulldozes his way through. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. On the ground, it's Gibson. Breaks into the open. Gives him the big stiff arm. Touchdown, Texas! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's Zeno. Sets up the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got a chance. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Craver. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Texas A&M going up tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Blasted as he lets it go.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Bussey. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Concepcion. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Concepcion. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Zeno. Makes the grab. It's Moss. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Here we go. Set.
Wants to go up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown. And